questions for Jaylen? Start with Wes.
Jim, I know y'all are looking forward now, but, I guess going back and looking helps you, gives you a place to start. When you went back and looked at last season, both for you and for the secondary in general, what were the things, what'd you think overall of the performance, and what things did you really want to see get better for the next season?
Yeah, just some of the things I like to see us improve on as a secondary is creating more turnovers, being more physical, just playing tighter coverage, just all around being playmakers. It's a lot of experience in the back end we have, a lot of guys who can play, a lot of playmakers, so we just got to relax and play.
Jake?
Another you and Trayvon, what's your relationship like, and how have you helped each other, I guess, grow in a leadership aspect without Theo and Alante back there?
Right. Mentioning Theo and Alante, those guys played a big role in our secondary last year, and just listening to what they were preaching and telling us, it helped me and Trey out a lot. I would like to believe that I'm more vocal. Trey's more action-led, and I feel like that our dynamic complements each other very well. So, we've taken on the leadership role and managing the back end, and we'll take great pride in that.
Last year, when you guys didn't have to blitz, when you could get pass rush just in your front four, how much of a difference does that make to the secondary?
It's a big difference. We're covering the best receivers in the country, so if we could get our pass rush there in like 2-3 seconds, man, it takes a lot off of us. And our D line does a great job of getting to the quarterback, creating mayhem, creating havoc back there, which allows us to play coverage and just trust in them. So.
Vince in the front.
Jaylen, you talked about leadership. From when the bowl game ended to when you guys showed up for spring practice, what did you guys work on, either as a room or as a team, to try to get better and become a better football team?
Right. It started with just looking at yourself, talking to yourself, and making a decision on what do you want to accomplish, what do you want to be, and it's just going about that goal you set each and every day, and like not taking any steps back. So I feel like that's a main point we focused on as a team, and myself individually is just looking myself in the mirror and always getting better than the day before.
Eric? And Wes.
What are some of those goals for you specifically this spring? What are you trying to accomplish over 15 practices, and then of course the winter?
Yeah, well, my personal goals this season or this spring ball was to improve my open field tackling, taking better angles in the post and in the box, just being more detail oriented, being intentional in the stuff that I do. So, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job so far.
Eric, kind of follow up to that.
Yeah, are you cross-training at all, doing any of the star positions this spring?
Yes, I am. I'm playing star and both safeties along with the Don. So.
What have you seen from Christian Charles at corner? I know that because of the numbers there, somebody's had to go over there and try it. What have you seen from Charles over there?
Yeah, Christian looks natural. He's a freak athlete, man, and him at corner it seems natural for him. So, it's a different tempo, it's a different speed out there on the island, but I know Christian, man, he'll get it down easy.
Ryan and Patrick.
What are your early impressions of Desmond Williams and just how ready does he look coming out of junior college, and what do you like about his game?
D, we call him D. So I like D because he's very intentional in what he does. He's always asking questions. If it's not to the safeties, it's with the corners, and he's just very focused on his craft and what he wants to improve on. I'm pretty sure that D will come in and make an impact for our team and impact for our secondary.
Jaylen, you talked a little bit about leadership. Coach Heupel has mentioned something you guys have done this offseason is having some young guys sort of shadow some of the veterans, and maybe even talk to the whole team during meetings. What's that been like to hear from some of these guys that just got here, and kind of how do you view those guys that step into that situation?
Yeah, I feel like it's very neat just having the ability to pour into those guys and basically bring them along. You know, try to get them to the level of a fourth-year senior or a fifth-year senior. Just vibing out with those guys and building relationships, man. Because at the end of the day, once all of us older guys are gone, we're passing down, you know, our tradition and our standards to them. So we want them to uphold and just, you know, feed into the program.
You were a young guy, you played a lot as a freshman, is that challenging for a freshman to come in and like talk to the whole team and have a voice before you even really played?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little challenging, you know, it's uncomfortable, but in order to grow, you have to be uncomfortable. So those are some of the things that we focused on this offseason, just striving in uncomfortable situations, and I feel like that'll pay off for us in the fall.
Just had pro day, Monte was there. How much of the motivation is it to see those guys so close to the dream of the NFL, which I'm sure you have as well?
Yeah, like I mentioned, when I first got here, you know, Theo, Alante, Nigel, Trey, those were some of the guys I leaned on. And seeing those guys put in the work day in and day out, on and off the field, in the meeting room, just constantly just going at it, seeing them achieve their dreams, man, and stuff we've talked about forever, you know, it means a lot. And I'm proud of those guys, and I know they'll do great.
Anything else? We'll finish with there.
I know it's a next man up mentality. There's a lot of guys in the defensive backfield that are not practicing right now, but overall, kind of what's your feel for the group you have returning? A lot of guys who have played a lot of snaps.
Yeah, like I said, our secondary is very experienced. We're a tight-knit group. We trust in each other a lot. So whoever's out there, they'll be ready to go. If they're taking reps, we have trust in them, we have faith in them, and we're going to ride with them.
Thanks, Jaylen.
Thank y'all.